I am here unboxing my brand new iPhone 15 Pro Max. I have had an 11 Pro Max since it came out. So I got this like November of 2019 and it's now October of 2023. And this phone is very slow and the battery is really bad now. And yeah, it's just like 4 years old. So technology has changed. The camera is not the best anymore. And like I said, the battery is really bad and it like glitches a lot. So it was time to upgrade. And an upgrade this was quite an amount of money. But, you know, I do keep my phones. I'm at that age where I don't upgrade my phones every year anymore. As long as it works and does what it needs to do, I'm gonna keep it for as long as I can. But it was time to upgrade. So I ordered this like the Friday that you were able to order them online, and it didn't get here until October 11th. So almost a month, or maybe more than a month. I can't remember, but yes, it is finally time to unbox it. So here we go. Okay, let's see. Whoa. Wow. Ah! This is so cool. I haven't like unboxed a phone in like 4 years, so it's kind of a big deal. If my hands are ashy right now, please forgive me. It's because, you know, I don't want like my hands to be oily and then mess up my beautiful new phone. So here we go. Ah! This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Wow. I don't even want to touch it because it's so pretty. Okay, here we go. Got the new USB-C cord with a like fabric cord, which hopefully is more durable. Instructions that I don't need, and that's it. That's it, really. This thing is pretty. I got the natural. Is this a natural titanium? Yep, I got the natural titanium 1 terabyte of storage. It's really pretty. I thought it would be more of like a sand type color, but it's really not. Yeah, it's really not, but it's still really nice. I like the colors, very natural. But yeah. Okay, now that the phone is completely unboxed, let's go over how much this costs. So let's talk about the phone specifically. So I got the 15 Pro Max and the 1 terabyte option, which is like the most expensive way that you can buy this phone. So I got this and it cost $1,599, which is insane, like $1,600 for a phone. Like I've never paid that much. I also opted to get Apple Care to cover theft and loss. So that was an additional $269. However, I currently still have my old phone. This is the old one. This is the old one. This is the new one. Let's put them side by side. Let me be like a tech reviewer for a minute. They look very similar. I just like put everything on here, so it's the exact same like background and everything. This one is slightly bigger. The new one's slightly bigger. Yeah, this is the case that I got. That's that like natural woven. It feels really nice. I do like the feel of it. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I still have this because I'm going to trade it in, and I will get $300 for trading this in. So this brings the cost of the phone down $300, which I appreciate. But as you know, you don't just get the phone, you also want a case. I got a case. That case, the natural woven, I'm trying to see how much the actual case cost. That was an additional $59. So now we're at $1,627. And then, oh, I also bought new AirPods, the AirPods Pro, because my old AirPods have been like scratching the sound sounds like static now, and I've had those for 4 years, and those were my first pair of AirPods, so I don't know how long AirPods typically last, but I did get a new AirPod Pro, and that cost $249. So now I'm at $1,876 plus tax, which is $143. So that brought me up to $2,019. And sorry, I forgot the pennies. So, and 3 cents. So $2,019.03 is how much it costs to get all of those things, which is crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I am not certain that I'm going to keep the AirPods because I also have Beats Pro, which is like the ones that will fit, like they have that like wing tip to go in your ear, and they're very similar to AirPods Pro, but they have the wing tip. So I have those as well, and those still work like perfectly fine. And they're also like very minimal, the same way that AirPods are. So I may just return the AirPods Pro if I can. If it's not too late, I may still just return those. Because I don't really, that's kind of a lot of money, right? For the AirPods Pro, $249 is kind of a lot. So, and then with my old AirPods Pro, I got those engraved. So I don't know if I can like just sell those, or if I do sell them, I guess someone would just put a case on it. But I don't know. What do you do with old AirPods? Can I trade those in? But how much money would I get for that? I don't know. I have to look into it. But I'm just not certain if I'm gonna keep the AirPods Pro yet. So this number may go down. But as far as how I paid for everything, I have the Apple credit card, which, hold on, I'll go and get it. So I have the Apple credit card. Here we go. I'm just covering up my name so you don't see my name. But that's what it looks like, very minimalist. It's also metal, it's nice. As far as credit card designs can go, I like it. But, so I wanted to put everything on my credit card because I like the way that Apple does their credit cards, because it's like you can basically be put on an installment plan and not pay any interest for however long the installment plan is. And you can't really, not that I know of, you can't really pick how long the payment plan is. I think it just picks like based on how much it costs. So when I was ordering everything online, I found out that I couldn't put my phone on the card. Like I couldn't do the installment plan with the card. I could just pay for it straight out, like just pay for it with the card. But I couldn't do like the monthly installment plans with the card. And I think that's because I didn't buy the phone on one of Apple's like carriers that they work with. So I think it's Verizon, T-Mobile, and AT&T are the carriers that they work with, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't use any of those. I use Visible. So I had to buy the phone unlocked. And basically the only way for me to buy it unlocked was if I just paid for it and didn't do the installment plan with the card. And I wanted to use this card specifically because the main perk of having this card is if you buy Apple products with the Apple credit card, then you get 3% cash back, which that's what I ended up doing. And I got a pretty nice amount back. I got $60 for buying that phone, which, saying it out loud, so you spent almost $1,600 and you got $60 back. Ooh. You know, it's kind of like, all right, well, it's not a huge amount of money, but it was the only way that I was going to get that 3% back. So that's why I wanted to use the card to buy everything. So I wasn't able to get the payment plan with the phone, and I just had to buy it with the card, I hope that makes sense. But for the case, I went ahead and put that on a payment plan, which the case was only like $50. So I don't really need a payment plan for that, but I can always choose to pay it off early if I want. So with the payment plan on that, this is what that looks like. But yeah, it was $60, and my payments, I owe like $4.91 every month for the next year. So I'll just go ahead and pay that off because I am going to keep the case because I like it. It feels nice. The other thing that I was able to put on the monthly installment plan was the AirPods Pro, but again, I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep that. This is broken down into 6 months to pay it off, and I pay $41.50 a month for that. But again, I don't know if I'm going to keep it, so I need to decide if I'm going to keep it or not, because it is $250, which is kind of a lot of money. Yes, so I like paid for everything online and just ordered it online, but I did have to put like some money, like I had to pay for some of it at once. So this was the day that I actually bought the phone and everything, and I had to pay $18.05 up front, and then the rest was is going to be financed like on the card. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with my balance. Maybe I had other things on the credit card that I haven't paid for yet. I'm not sure, but right now my balance on the card is $2,067.10. And then it'll tell me like when I have to pay for like those monthly installments. So I've already been charged for the first installment of the case and the AirPods, which is why I'm not sure if I can return them. I may have only had like 2 weeks to return it, so I may have to keep it. Okay. Well, that's where I'm at. So that's how much I owe. But last month in September, I got paid 3 times. And with that third paycheck, I used a big portion. Well, I haven't used it yet, but I set aside like $950, I think, to be able to pay down the phone. Which, if I can't return the AirPods, I may just use that $950 to pay off the case, which was $60, and then maybe also pay for the AirPods, so I don't have to do those monthly installments anymore. And then I can also use the rest of that money to pay down the phone, and then I'm sure like just over time pay off the phone. But I personally like paying for my phones in advance. Like I don't like having a monthly phone bill other than for the data plan itself, but I don't want to still be paying on a phone after I've had it for like 3 years. So I like to just buy it up front, because I also plan on keeping it as long as possible. You know, I kept my previous phone for 4 years, so by the time I replace this, we should be on the iPhone 19. That is crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, so we should be It should be years in the future by the time I'm upgrading a phone. Unless I just fall into, you know, a bucket of money and then it doesn't, maybe I'm not fazed as much by upgrading my phone, but we'll see if that ever happens. But yeah, so that's how much I paid for everything, and that's how I paid for it. It is a lot of money, but I think that we're at a point in society where you need a phone. I know I do. I work remotely, like I need technology. Then also with being a content creator, this can also, or not can, but it is also a business expense that I can write off during tax season. And also this camera is significantly better than this camera, so even more like high quality videos in the future. So stay tuned for that. So I don't regret getting the stuff, obviously, because I need it, but it is insane how much technology is costing nowadays. It really is. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, leave some comments down below, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.